And we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with El Boogie.
And Sterno Supernova.
So, Sterno, what's up? What's been going on?
It's been a good weekend. I had a good time hanging out with friends, doing the friendly, my goddaughter had her first birthday party. That was fun. Went to see a movie, which you and I are disagreeing as far as whether or not we really liked it or not. That was fun. Not the disagreement part isn't the fun part, but I liked the movie, but there was parts that irritated the heck out of me. And
so you either really like it or you don't.
I liked the movie except for the soundtrack and the ending.
Okay, we're talking about the movie It Follows. We saw It Follows, scary movie.
Right.
Scary movie.
And I got to put this explanation. I'm not a real big person on the horror genre, the scary movie genre. So, I mean, you can take my comments however you want.
So the movie's about, and I know movies. So
I knew that was coming.
So the movie's about a girl who gets cursed in a freaky way.
How much you want to give away on that?
I mean, I've read a lot of stuff about it already.
Yeah.
And it pretty much tells you the plot of the story is not really the thing. But I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just saying she gets cursed.
Yeah.
And the curse is there is something that follows you.
Pretty much, yeah.
It follows you until it kills you.
Yeah, it follows.
It follows you slowly. It's so hilariously funny, but it's creepy at the same time. Because you never know when it's going to be behind you.
Yeah.
And when you know it's behind you, you can run away from it easily. Yeah,
because it's moving.
Because it's going slow.
At a walking pace.
But the thing is, you have to be aware of it all the time. And to me, that's it's a really awesome story.
Yeah.
And it's not that deep. I think that's it. You're getting followed by a monster.
It follows. Yeah. Which is, I mean, like I said,
And it was creepy. And it was awesome. It was awesome and original. And so much to it.
Yeah.
So much to it. And the soundtrack, the score.
Which you loved.
The score is one of the best scores this year. I think it should win an Oscar for best score. Or at least be nominated. I mean, it's early in the year. It's February.
And I mean, you explained it to me that it was more of a homage to previous.
Not only that, but fuck, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring up the score.
Yikes!
And I'm gonna let you listen to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you listen to it, and the audience can listen to it too.
All right.
Because it's awesome. For a horror movie, it's an awesome score.
Okay.
I'm
irritating the heck out of him. That's my only real major criticism. The ending, I don't know, but the score, I don't know. It irritated me the whole movie, and I don't
know if it's gonna play because I'm hooked up to the sound system. I don't think it will.
Oh.
No, because it's playing through the audio interface, which we can't hear now. I don't know if it's being recorded. It might be being recorded.
Well, I don't see anything coming in through the video recording, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying the audio recording part. No, it's not. Here, I'm gonna forward it to you.
Okay.
That way you can play it on your computer because you can hear off of your computer, right?
I don't know. I don't know because we haven't tried doing that in a while. I'm not sure.
Well, you could try it.
Yeah.
You try it. How am I gonna? I'll forward this to you.
I don't actually have the setup anymore to play through the
No, just play your computer and then put your mic up to the damn mic to the speaker.
Or I can put it to my phone.
No.
Why not? Why can't the phone do it? The phone is a computer. I can't do it through the phone. It's not going to work.
I'm going to send it to you through your Gmail.
Okay, I'll open my Gmail on my phone.
Bang. There you go. You should have it through a Gmail chat, I think. There you go.
Yeah.
Got it.
I got it.
Hit that and play it.
Hit that crap.
It's an awesome score. This is the score that plays throughout most of the movie.
Okay.
When you listen to it. You hear that? That is a creepy score. It sounds terrible through your phone, yeah. Which is why you should play it through your computer.
My computer speakers are worse.
I'm just saying, when you hear this movie,
This isn't the part that irritated me.
it hasn't got to the part that irritates you, the synths, right? You don't like synths in your score.
It was an irritating synth.
Keep it playing, because you haven't got to the synth yet. This is the beginning of the thing. Wait till the synths. The whole movie, the synth, and the awesomeness of using synth in a scary movie is the fact that synth is like an artificial sound, and it's just creepy. I believe you don't like this. Imagine a girl. Imagine silence and you don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden it just starts playing. It's creepy. I bet you didn't like the Jaws cello thing score either.
I love that.
Oh, please. Jaws. I got bothered by a cello playing in the background. This score is awesome. And you're not doing it justice to your phone. I'm just saying. I like it. I like it. We're done with it.
Okay.
There's only like another 20 more seconds though. You almost played the whole thing.
Okay. I don't know. I just didn't like it. The part. I mean, everything, but the part where
that might be the best part of the movie was the score. I love the movie.
I didn't like it. I mean, I agree with you on everything, but the score. And the score just bothered me enough that it kind of knocked me out of my enjoyment of the rest of the movie. That's what I'm saying.
It is really one of the best scores in horror movie history.
Wow. Okay, you guys can take. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the horror genre. But
Sterno didn't like this score.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie, but the score bothered me enough that I was like, I wish it was different music. That was what I was thinking most of the time. You know, I mean, there's a pretty girl. There's some, like you said, some clever changes to the standard horror movie. There was,
a lot of symbolism in the movie.
Yeah,
a lot of age growing up.
It was a period piece because it wasn't set in the initial time. I mean, it wasn't set in our present time. It was more of a 70s, 80s, I guess.
I don't think it was a period piece exactly, because remember the girl had the makeup case.
That was what I was going to ask you about.
I think
I don't know when that came out.
But then they also used nothing but corded phones. Also,
right. So that, I mean, either they're really, really, really poor compared.
Yeah, that's one thing. They're really poor. It was set in Detroit, 8 Mile.
Yeah,
and in fact, that's a big part of it. They said we weren't allowed to go past 8 Mile
because that's where the suburbs turn into the city.
Yeah. When we were kids, they talk about this whole thing about when they're kids.
Yeah,
and then they end up going. The whole thing's about them growing up. It's sort of a symbolic thing. So when they cross 8 Mile, they're growing up into adulthood, stuff like that.
There's some stuff I want to talk to you about the movie. I mean, like I said, there's most of it I enjoy, but that, like I said, that score just pissed me off. And I know you don't agree with me on the score, so I get that. That's fine.
You should Google it. Google the score. Google it follows the score.
I mean, I can
see what other people say.
What other people say. I mean, I'm sure other people like it, but I'm just saying, me personally, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. It's my opinion on the thing, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're the 1%.
I'm the 1%.
You are.
I'm sure I'll go down in history as like stupid.
I know you're gonna remember this because
when it wins an Oscar, and I'll be like, I still don't like it.
People are gonna be using the score for. I mean, it's like when Requiem for a Dream used their score, and all of a sudden,
I like Requiem for a Dream.
I know it's an awesome score. So awesome that other movies have used the same score.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lord of the Rings, right? Lord of the Rings uses the same score.
Did it? I don't remember.
The Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, you have to look at that. I don't remember.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
And it's not in the movie. They use it for other things. Donnie Darko, I believe, used it.
I haven't seen Requiem for a Dream in years. It's one of those movies I don't want to watch again because it depressed me so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies you only need to watch once.
That's why.
And that's one of them.
Yeah.
But once you watch it, it's like, wow, it's a good movie.
It is a good movie, but it's
the only kind of movie if you want to depress yourself. One of the most depressing movies ever.
If you understand what Requiem means and just put it all together, it's like, oh, yeah.
What does Requiem mean? I know. I'm just saying a lot of people don't.
Yeah, just look it up.
What does Requiem mean?
I don't want to. I get the dictionary answer, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's like death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why it was awesome when Amadeus wrote his Requiem, his Requiem music.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a musical something to do with like you play. I don't know if you played at the funeral. See, I don't know. I should look it up on Google or something. It's just a death song kind of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Requiem for a Dream is one of my favorites that I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, you've seen it 3 times?
Yeah.
I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times. I've seen certain scenes more than 3 times.
I know which ones you're talking about. No.
Yeah, the scene with the old woman watching game shows on TV.
Yeah, that thing would just get you going right there.
Rewind that on YouTube.
Uh-huh. If you've seen the movie, you know what we're talking about. You're laughing.
Ellen Bernstein.
Yeah.
She was so awesome.
Actually, she was awesome in the movie.
I think she won an Oscar for it.
Did she? I don't remember.
She won an Oscar for something.
I could see it for.
And it was around this time when Requiem for a Dream came out.
So do you think It Follows is going to have Oscar buzz around it?
No.
Okay.
No. It is one of my favorite movies of the year, but
yeah. I mean,
they released it at the wrong time. That's one thing.
What do you mean?
They released it in February or March.
It should have been what, a late year to release?
Yeah, it's a late year release.
It's not a summer blockbuster, no.
It should have been a November release or an October release for Halloween.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But that's when you put out your after the summer you put out your award-winning films.
Because summer is the blockbusters and all that stuff, like Avengers and all that.
And to be honest, I think most people won't like this movie.
Really?
I think the crowd that we watched it, I think most people I was like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I kind of heard that. And
But
because when we were walking out, I was like, what do you think of it? And you're like, what do you think of it?
No, because you always ask. Yeah. And then everyone knows that you always ask and you always form your opinion after we say what we say. No. Why don't you just say, hey, you know what? I like that movie. Instead of saying, what do you like? And you say, I liked it. Well, I liked it too.
No, I don't just go along.
You always do that.
No, I don't necessarily. It's a thing I don't necessarily agree with what your opinion is, but
it's a thing you do.
I want to hear what it is before I state mine.
Why don't you state your opinion first? Why do you have to know mine?
I'm just curious.
Why don't you just come out the movie and say, you know what? I didn't like that movie. Just say that. Don't ask me what I thought of it. If I wanted to tell you what I thought of it, I would have told you what I thought of it.
No, I like to couch my response kind of.
Why?
That's just the way I do things.
Please.
Yes.
That's the thing everyone hates about you. That how you have to always ask what we think about it, and then you say what you think. And then you always say, yeah, because I agree with you. You always do that.
I know I agree with you at certain points, but not on the whole thing.
Yeah, now that I brought it, I bring it up. And it's not the first time you've heard this, I bet.
I don't know.
Or it might be the first time you've heard of it. It's not the first time it's been spoken about.
Okay.
But really, you just say, hey, when the movie ends, you say, you know what? I liked it. Or I didn't like it. Don't be like, what did you like about it? Or what did you think about it? That's why I know what I thought about it. What do you think about it? I don't want you forming your opinions on what I thought.
I don't form it based on what you thought. I just wanted to see what you said before I offer mine. That's all.
Just offer it. Just offer it. That's all.
Okay.
So what about this movie did you like?
I liked the premise. I liked
the premise as in someone following you, or the premise as in a bunch of kids are getting freaked the hell out.
Well, that's the bunch of kids getting freaked the hell out. That's how it's a given for most of horror films. The fact of the way they were following and they were kind of relentless. It was kind of a variation on a zombie thing, but it was
one zombie.
Yeah, I know.
That just follows one person.
Right, because one of the things that makes zombies so,
no one else can see.
That part, yeah, that is unique. I wasn't sure what they were going to do with the way that the monster worked, and it was kind of it was cool. How it affected people. I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but
yeah,
it's
really not about the plot. The movie's not about the plot. It's more about how it's done.
Yeah, which I thought was cool. Yeah, I mean,
the main chick acted her ass off.
Oh yeah,
everyone did.
Yeah,
and it's a small cast.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how independent the movie was, or if it was who. I didn't really pay attention to whom did it, and it felt a lot more raw. It had a little bit of the what do you call it, the shaky camera? I don't know what the correct terminology is for. Just it's not always.
Handheld.
It had a handheld feel through a lot of the parts. Sometimes I wasn't expecting it because it kind of went back and forth. It wasn't like a Blair Witch where it was constantly moving, and that was good. And yeah, I mean,
It's not your typical horror movie because it's not scary. It's not scary where
it's creepy.
where
To
there's
me.
jump scares. Where
Well,
I don't know if you know what jump scares are.
there were a
Where
couple of scenes where you jumped a little bit. I gotta say at least a couple.
maybe a couple,
Yeah,
but not. It's not.
It's not like where you like you throw your popcorn in the air and you're screaming your head off. Not one of those, but
No.
it does startle you a few times.
It's a lot like The Ring
Mm.
or The Grudge, or I thought it was a lot like what's that Swedish movie?
The one with the vampires.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that too. Let Me In, or let the right one in.
Let the right one in.
Let the right one in.
And I think the American version is like Let Me In.
Yeah, that's why I got confused with
Let the right one in.
Yeah,
it has that vibe.
Did you see the American version?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Was it good?
I mean,
I only saw the Swedish version, which
it's all you need.
Yeah,
they changed a couple things in the American version, but it's got that vibe.
I like the fact I like the movies where it makes you laugh at how bad things are. There were the parts where I laughed because, like, in Let the Right One In, there was a part in the pool where there was like this gory part, but I don't know why I was laughing at it. And it felt weird, but it was kind of funny to me. And with it Follow, there are parts that are kind of like that too, where I was laughing because it was kind of clever and it was all the stuff together. And like you said, that you were giving off all these stuff about good, the criteria for good horror film. One of them was that it's unexpected, which I like too.
I mean, a lot of the funny stuff was stuff that wasn't even said. It was like looks people give each other, or things that people do.
There was some situational stuff that made me laugh.
It's good acting.
Yeah. That's
good acting. Good directing. Dude who directed this, I don't even remember who he is. No one I'd heard of.
Oh, I don't know either.
So yeah, we had that.
So if you were going to give recommendations, you would be like only certain people you would recommend it to, or would you recommend everybody to see it?
It's not a popcorn, everyone's going to have fun movie. It's the kind of movie that if you want a good directed, good outlined movie, I don't know how to describe it.
Good outlined. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
They made this movie very well. I don't know how else to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell they took a lot of time.
Planning
this movie.
I did look up reviews of other people, and of course, it was overwhelmingly positive.
One
of them was one of the comments that just made me think of, where someone goes, "It's a movie that's going to be dissected by film critics or film classes for like years to come."
Exactly. Like I told you, it was brilliant filmmaking. That's what the first thing I told you when it came out. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, this movie was awesome. They made this movie so cleverly. Mm-hmm. There are so many things to it. I mean, you stare at the background of this movie more than I've ever stared at a background of a movie ever. So cinematography is important in this thing.
Oh yeah,
because man,
well, it's part of the plot too.
Exactly,
you have to.
It's a clever way to look at the back of the thing, and everything that happens in the back is you're just like, is that something? Is that something? It's like, it's nothing.
I mean, there's a whole expositional part of it that it makes sense the way they do it, and it was
which makes the ending so awesome. To me, I know you didn't like the ending. The ending to me was so open. It's an open-ended ending.
Yeah.
Let's say that before people get mad at the ending, because a lot of people are going to get mad at this ending. I can tell you ending I'm mad at is Birdman, but we're not going to get into that.
I haven't watched it yet, so I can't comment.
But the ending of this one, I like because it's so open-ended. It's so open-ended. There's something, it's something is like.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what exactly happened. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't always just like open-ended endings, but for some reason I was just like, I really want to know more. And I mean, maybe that's part of it. It leaves you wanting more. That's why the ending. But like I said, my main gripe is I didn't like the way the soundtrack worked. And I mean, I know people might say, well, it's just a soundtrack. Well,
no, it's not just a soundtrack. It was soundtrack, especially for a horror movie, sets the pace of the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It bugged me, and I was like, oh, come on. I don't know.
I'm even surprised you wanted to see it.
I was up for it. It's like, yeah, it looks interestingly creepy. And I don't like it when I wait too long, and then by the time I watch the movie, it's too much has been spoiled. So it was cool that it was just opening weekend and all. So
yeah.
Because
usually you're the sci-fi /
yeah,
superhero movie.
Yeah,
that's what you go watch in the movie theaters.
Yeah. I was comparing it in my mind to the last kind of horror movie that I saw, which I don't know if you consider it a horror movie, which was Cabin in the Woods. Is that considered horror or just?
That's a horror movie.
Yeah, but it has some stuff in it where it like.
In fact, it's a horror movie that plays on what you know about horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like you think this is gonna happen, so they play it up to make you think that's gonna happen, like it always does.
Yeah.
Scream did the same thing.
That's true.
A lot of people have seen Scream.
When I first saw Scream, I thought it was awesome. The first one.
Yeah. So a lot of people think, hey, Fonz did it because they set him up as a bad guy.
Right.
And then, well, I guess Fonz didn't do it. Ha ha ha. That's funny.
Yeah.
You know? That's what Cabin in the Woods did a lot of.
Yeah.
And then they just, at the end of that movie, they just let it all loose. Yeah, they said, screw it. Let's put everything in this movie.
Think you know, you don't know.
Let's put everything we know in this movie.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, but that's a totally different kind of movie.
Yeah, I know.
It follows as more of a cerebral movie, more of a thinking movie, more of a
yeah.
I
was constantly thinking what I would have,
Yeah, what would you have done? Okay, the movie.
There's a part. Well,
I don't want to.
I know anything. It's hard to do without spoiling.
But if something was going to follow you, would it make you go crazy enough to pass that curse to someone else? Or would you kill yourself? Or would you just live with it?
Well, if you kill yourself, it does something to the curse too.
Yeah, it passes it on to someone else.
No, it reverts it.
Yeah. Pass it. You could pass it on to someone else.
Yeah.
If you kill yourself, it goes to someone totally different.
Right.
Or you can live with it and let it, and just say, yo, I'm just going to keep it. I don't want to give it to anyone else. What would you do? It's a curse, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you could pass it on to somebody, anybody, get it off of you with the chance of it coming back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just say, screw it.
Honestly, I don't know if it was in a real life, if I'm noble enough to keep it to myself, or
screw it, I'm giving it away. For me, I'm like, yo, give it to this dude.
For me, I want to think I'm noble enough to try to take care of it myself, but I don't know, given, if I'm that desperate, because the character gets desperate, of course, over the course of the movie, and you can understand what she does and why she does it, because
which is why it's a good movie,
right? I mean,
it's a moral dilemma.
Yeah. Which I'm still not sure how she solved that dilemma. I'm like, I don't know.
What would you do though? Would you pass it on? I would straight up pass it on the first person I could find.
Well, doesn't that make you responsible for everybody that dies from that curse? That's what I'm saying. That makes you responsible.
Do I die? No.
I mean, maybe I could find a way to live with the guilt. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Until you give me a curse like that, I have no idea. I want to think I'm going to be the guy that's not going to pass it on.
You wouldn't pass it on. You'd live with it.
I want to think
you'd live with the curse.
I don't know.
Dealing with it.
I could see myself weakening and finally saying, okay, screw this. I want to live.
Yeah. But I give it out for the first day.
I'm
cursed. Screw that. I'm giving this thing away.
I would have a little bit of a lot of soul searching time before I came to a decision. Hopefully while I'm moving. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I mean, it's a funny curse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was. I mean, this part I was just like, what? It was the way that they acted, and they kind of, they highlighted the main character, the other characters talking about her. It's interesting. I enjoyed it. That part of it.
It's a coming of age part, a movie.
Is it a coming of age movie?
Yes, it's a very, very coming of age movie. That's why basically the whole cast is under 21.
Yeah, they're past high school, but they're not much past high school.
Yeah, coming of age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let's get off this movie.
Sure.
So let me see. I've been busy lately, but it's basketball season.
Yeah.
Right now. So basketball, college basketball, NBA. I am, that to me is the busiest time of the year for me because I got a lot of basketball to watch.
Yeah, you told me this many a time.
Yeah, but baseball season is coming up.
Yeah,
and I'll have a lot of time then. I like baseball, but
I was gonna say you like baseball.
I do like baseball.
You're a Mets fan, right?
Yeah, Mets fan. I like other teams. I like the Nationals, but it's not like I need to watch baseball every day.
Okay.
I don't need to. I don't need to schedule my time around the baseball game, whereas I schedule my time around basketball games.
You're actually trying to schedule travel time around basketball games.
Yeah, I travel to basketball games. I don't really travel to baseball games. I mean, when the World Series comes around, I dedicate more time to that. But I'm just saying I'm busy now, but in a couple weeks, I'll be more free. So yeah, I've been occupied with that. There is the Manny Pacquiao fight coming up.
Yes.
Manny Pacquiao and some guy.
I forget his name.
Floyd?
Yeah. Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather?
Something like that.
Mayweather. That's coming up. But I also watched a bunch of other Filipinos the other day. I mean, I was telling you about this.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that they don't get as much hype as Pacquiao.
Yeah.
But
now, who did? Was this just a Filipino channel thing? It's exclusive? Or
yeah, I watched this on pay-per-view, on TFC pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let me tell you this, because I told you this already.
Right.
But, so a lot of time when there's pay-per-view, UFC or boxing, or a lot of times we will happen to find it online accidentally.
Just by happenstance.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
We'll click on accidentally hit a wrong key and it'll pop up on the internet.
Yeah.
And it'll be on.
And we were just so shocked that we can't turn it off. So
it's easy. Well, this Filipino, this was a boxing match in the Philippines, 9:00 at night in the Philippines. So it was like at 9:00 in the morning in the United States. Or it actually started like at 7 in the morning. So I accidentally typed some numbers and I couldn't find it. I looked through Twitter. I looked through blogs. Could not find anybody showing this damn boxing match. Or boxing match. It was Nonito Donaire, Filipino Flash. Who else was fighting? It's set in the Philippines, one thing.
Yeah.
It was set in the Philippines. So I wanted to watch it. Just because it was a bunch of Filipino fighters. It was called Pinoy Pride. Let me see. Let me try to bring up some of this stuff. But Nonito Donaire fought, and this other guy who gets very, very little publicity, but Donnie Nietes.
I haven't even heard of this
exactly. Guy. You probably never heard of Donnie Nietes. No. Donnie Nietes is the flyweight champion of boxing. I think he might be flyweight champion for like 2 organizations, WBO, WCBC. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's WBO, but he's held the belt for 7 years, which is more than
7 years, and I haven't heard of him.
Exactly, more than any other fighter today.
Wow,
7 years. Donnie Nietes, he fights at 105 pounds, which is really light. I mean, I was 105 pounds in 10th grade. But yeah, he's held the thing for 7 straight years and hasn't lost it. And he defeated his guy this time. He stopped him in like 7 rounds or 8 rounds or 9 rounds. I don't remember. And then Nonito Donaire won his fight by knocking the dude out in the 2nd round.
Mm-hmm.
And which is good because the last fight we watched him in, he lost. He got knocked down himself, which is sort of sad. But he was in a higher weight. Probably he didn't look comfortable in the higher weight, so he went back down to another weight, and he just destroyed this guy. So yeah, it was Pinoy Pride and yeah. Back to the pay-per-view thing.
Yeah,
could not find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Check Twitter. Checked the regular streams out there that might have them. There's a lot of soccer out there. I can tell you that, boy.
Oh, the world
There,
loves
there,
soccer.
there could be two tribes in South America battling for the neighborhood crown, and it's on pay-per-view. It'll be streaming, but I can't find this world title boxing match in the Philippines. So I went to the actual site. It was TFC, so I went to TFC.TV or whatever, and I tried to click on it because maybe there's a free preview if you sign up or something. And I clicked on it. They said, yeah, there's a free preview, but if you want the pay-per-view, you still got to pay. And I clicked on it to see how much it was because I'm expecting our pay-per-views are normally $40-$50.
Yeah.
I click on it. It was $11.
Yeah.
I'm like, $11. I'm spending more. It's more of a hassle for me trying to.
And your time is money. By now.
Yeah.
That your time is worth. It's worth more than $11.
I know. $11. PayPal that up. $11. I was so mad.
I laugh at $11.
I was so frustrated that nobody was illegally streaming that bitch out there. Come on, where's my illegal streamers? What are y'all doing?
They're like, it's not worth it for $11. No one cares. They're just gonna buy the damn thing. Why am I gonna spend my time streaming $11 pay-per-view?
I think I paid for movies. Movies more than that.
Yep.
But yeah, that was cool though. Watching that Pinoy Pride. Donnie Nietes though, pay attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's been a champion for 7 years. And Nonito Donaire, the Flash, the Filipino Flash.
Mm-hmm. He's the current WBO flyweight world champion.
Donnie Nietes. What's his nickname is like Aha,
which means snake. Ahas.
Ahas, that's it. Ahas.
Yeah, and he was former WBO minimum weight.
Which means
I haven't even heard of that weight class.
Because you have your super heavyweight, which means you get to this point, you're just a super heavyweight.
Yeah, it's like screw it. You're other, the upper end of other.
Yeah, he's like, you're below this weight. You're just the minimum weight.
Yeah,
whatever
you're just barely in there. You got in there. But yeah, he's the Ahas, which is the Tagalog for snake.
Yeah, Donnie Ahas Nietes. And he's really awesome. The way he fights, he's so smart. So experienced.
He got that name, the Ahas name, because he used to take care of snakes, like real snakes.
Yeah, before he used to bring a snake with him to the ring.
Oh, did he?
This is like years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He used to bring the snake with him, but now the snake's really big.
He was taking care of pythons. So
yeah, he can't do that anymore.
God.
Yeah, he used to bring like these little, ball pythons in his hand. He would bring them for like good luck. I don't know. But then I heard that the snake got too big, and people told him to stop bringing it.
Like, you're messing with us.
He's not Jake the Snake. He's so funny.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Oh my gosh.
He knocked the dude out, brings out a bag, and lets the snake crawl on him.
Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about that. Man. That's some retro stuff right there.
Donnie the Snake Nietes. Yeah.
I gotta check out some of his fights. I'll look it up and
do it.
Yeah, I had, like I said, I've never heard of the guy.
He's so dominating.
I mean,
so dominating.
For anybody to hold a title for that long,
he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Dang.
So I'm giving him the respect now.
Cool, very cool.
Donnie Nietes.
There's probably tons of stuff on YouTube I can look up for him.
Yeah. So this Pacquiao fight, do you think he's gonna win or lose?
I want him to win. I haven't really.
Yeah, we all want him to win.
I mean, I was
We're Filipinos. Yeah, it's in our blood to want him to win. I haven't met a Filipino yet. I have Filipinos that hate everything I like. These people are
or disagree with you on movies.
Yeah, we are all on the same side for this one.
Yeah, I just haven't really. I haven't been keeping track of. I don't know. They're doing 24/7 on this one. Like,
no.
It's not. Is it HBO?
No.
Oh, okay.
So. I mean, they might have something. I don't know. They might. The problem is, which is the reason this fight almost never happened, was Mayweather's a Showtime guy, and Pacquiao's an HBO guy.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So basically, it's in Marvel, DC. You know.
Yeah, but there have been amalgam. there are, so that's why.
Yeah, but you try to do it now. Let's say, how come we never see Superman fighting? Who would he fight in Marvel?
Hulk or Thor.
Hulk. And everyone's like, well, we'll make it happen. And today, Marvel and DC would be like, no, right? Like, yo, we want the rights to it. Marvel is like, yo, we wanted to publish under Marvel.
Right.
Or DC's like, no, we want to publish it under DC. Like, why don't you do a joint thing? Like, no, we want the money. I mean, it's been done before, but it's not going to be done now. Right?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know if it's out of the question these days. I mean,
do you think it would happen?
What, a Marvel DC?
Yeah.
I think it's still possible.
A Hulk versus Superman.
Yeah, they've done. I mean, they did the Avengers JLA not that long ago. It wasn't maybe what? It wasn't like
10 years ago.
It wasn't 10 years ago. It was less than 10 years ago. So it's still. I think it's still a possibility.
I think it was more than 10 years ago.
Are you sure? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh God. Well, I haven't been collecting in a while.
I want to say it was probably 15 years ago.
Oh God.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
You don't think that'll happen? But basically, that's what's happening with. That's why this thing took so forever. I mean, that's one of the things. You know, there's a lot of other things. You know, like someone was ducking.
Yeah, the whole testing stuff.
JLA, Avengers.
Okay, it was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. In my mind, it was a little bit more recent than that.
But a lot's happened. I mean, it's not going to happen today.
Okay.
It would take a lot for something like that to happen today. It's not impossible though. I mean, hey, we got a Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it made it tough, which is why I don't know what we're getting, a 24/7 or the Showtime.
Right. And it's coming up in what, May 2nd. So.
I really don't care either. I just want the fight. Just want to watch the fight.
You don't want to see them, how they're preparing? And
no, I could care less about that stuff.
Really?
In fact, I'm upset right now.
I'm surprised. I really thought you would be more into it, watching that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm upset now because Pacquiao, his training is so public.
Oh, it's Rocky 3.
Exactly.
Rocky 3.
He's out in the middle of UCLA, like in the middle of the street every day, training, and there's crowds of people there taking pictures with him, and then he goes to the gym, and all the celebrities are there.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not. I want him in the mountains of Russia.
Rocky 4. Rocky 4.
I want him secluded. I don't want anyone to be around him. No, he's still doing, his thing. He's still public. He's doing his morning calisthenics with people.
Oh,
I was like, man.
I mean, I know Mayweather. I haven't seen Mayweather fight recently, so I don't know what he's. I can't picture them fighting against each other. I've seen Pacquiao fight almost. I don't know.
Yeah, you've seen every fight in the last 6 years.
At least, yeah. So I know but I've also seen him lose, which.
Yeah, we've seen him get knocked out.
The Marquez, cold. So I'm worried about it. I mean, obviously I'm worried about it. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't.
Would you put money on Pacquiao? Yeah,
I would do it just because he's the number one. He's an underdog, so I like that. I mean, and if he wins, that's awesome. If he loses,
Yeah.
So I would put money down. Are you going to put money down?
I am thinking about it.
Let me know, because I have no connections on how to do that.
You don't have any illegal bookies?
I don't.
You can't Google illegal bookies?
Call the illegal bookies hotline. Jeez.
Oh man!
Can I just go to like Atlantic City or something?
Yeah, you can do that. You got Atlantic City, Vegas.
Tell my cousins up there to put a bed in for me or something. You're right.
I'm dying. I'm drinking beer.
Yeah, really good.
And I was
beer.
gonna say something, and I laughed at the same time, and so basically, I almost died.
Man, that's some really good beer to be choking on.
It is good beer. It's St. Bernardus.
Look it up. It's good beer.
St. Bernardus, ABT 12.
And I'm not even a big beer drinker, and he let me drink a bottle of that stuff, and oh my god, that stuff is great.
Yep. We'll talk more about the Pacquiao fight within the next month.
I'm sure we
Because
will.
we got a month, right? It's a month from the time we're recording this.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, by the time people hear this, it'll be like 2 weeks before the fight. Oh man, and we are going to have a party. We don't know where yet.
Yep. It could be here for all I know. I don't know. It depends on how it works out with everybody. I don't know how much this pay-per-view is going to be. I haven't really looked it up.
$100, I believe.
Ouch.
The most expensive pay-per-view ever, I think.
Okay.
I mean, we're all going to chip in, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something I would just pony up to watch by myself.
Right.
It's going to be up there. It's going to be up there. And I'm sure some people can accidentally type some accidental websites.
No, this one I would.
Yeah, this one we ain't gonna risk.
Yeah, because I accidentally hit some sites where the quality wasn't good, and we watched matches that were kind of like stuttering. So I'm not doing this for Pacquiao Mayweather. It's gonna be as clear as can possibly be. I'm not missing any of that.
Yeah. All right, let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Okay, this is the part of the show where we educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are native speakers of Filipino Tagalog, so if we don't get some part of it exactly right, feel free to let us know via email or comment or something like that. But just keep in mind, it's just us, being friendly and showing our pride in our Filipino culture by highlighting the language. So, Boogie, do you have a word?
Today's word is tugtog.
Tugtog.
Tugtog. Sumayaw sa tugtog. You know what tugtog is?
Is that a song?
Music. Si Sterno, hindi ang tugtog sa cinema.
Hindi nagusto ng
Hindi nagusto si Sterno.
That was a little too good. That's kind of got an uncle on me, and I was like, oh crap.
Tugtog.
Let's make tugtog our word of the day.
Tugtog. Music. All right, anything else?
Nope.
Make sure you visit our website, www.cine-gang.com.
Or email us at thecinigang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thecinigang. And look for us on YouTube. We are The Sini-Gang. We are the Cine-Gang, one word, on YouTube.
Sterno made that up.
It worked when I was doing it. Never mind. So anyway, until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is El Boogie, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and
see you now. Okay, thanks for watching, and check back for the next episode. Take care.